Here, the question says all the edges of the square-based pyramid are 5 centimeter. So this one, this length is 5, this one 5, that means this length, okay? This length is 5. We need to find out its surface area. Surface area means the base. Base represent a square. Base represent a square. And if you look at the triangle, how many triangles are there? 4 triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 triangle. Okay. So here each triangle represent equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Here, if we want to find out the area of the surface area, then we need to find out the area of the square, that is the base, and 4 equilateral triangle. So here surface area, we need to find out this one. So surface area will be square, area of square. So what is the area of square? I'm writing this one so that you can understand properly. Area of square plus 4 multiplied by area of equilateral triangles, because 4 equilateral triangles are there. So area of square will be 5 multiplied by 5. Length into breadth, okay, or 5 into 5, 5 square, plus 4 multiplied by area of equilateral triangle. We know that from the definition of the equilateral triangle, that one says all sides are equal. In a triangle, all sides are equal, then it is equilateral triangle. So what will be the area of equilateral triangle? Root over 3 by 4 a square, where a represents side, length of the side. So here we can write root over 3 by 4 multiplied by a. A means 5, 5 square. So after calculating this one, we will get our answer. 68.30 centimeter square. We can find out the answer in another way. If all sides represent 5 centimeter, then what will be the height of this triangle? The height of this triangle will be called slant height of this pyramid. So here, if we want to find out the height, so how can we find out the height? Look, this is height, where it must be 90 degree. This is one part. So here, this one must be 90 degree. So if this one must be 90 degree, then we can find out the height. How? By using the Pythagoras theorem. When we will draw a height in that way, this height will divide this line in 2 parts. So this part will be 2.5, this part will be 2.5. So what will be the height? Height will be root over 5 square minus 2.5 square, 4.3 centimeter. After calculating this one, we will get 4.3 centimeter. So we know that area of triangle is half into base into height. So half multiplied by base is 5 and height is 4.3. Okay, and how many triangles are there? 4 triangles. So we can find out the surface area in this way. That is area of square 5 square plus 4. How many equilateral triangle? 4. 4 multiplied by this one. 4 into half into 5 into 4.3. After calculating this one, you will also get 68.30 centimeters square. Now we need to find out the height. So how can we find out the height? Look, height represents this line, okay? The shortest distance between the vertex and this base, we can say. So it must be 90 degree. So here, if we draw this one in this way, look like this, then this triangle must be right triangle. So it must be a right triangle. So we can draw this right triangle in this way. This is our right triangle. Okay. In this right triangle, we can already find out the slant height. Look, this height actually slant height 4.3. So this one is 4.3. Okay. So what's the base? This part actually half of the side. The total side is 5. If we want to find out half of this side, then it will be 5 by 2. That will be 2.5. Simple. Okay. Now, how can we find out this length or this height, okay, perpendicular distance. So the height can be find out in this way by using the Pythagoras theorem. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, we know that h square plus 2.5 square, h square plus 2.5 square equal to 4.3 square. So height will be root over 4.3 square minus 2.5 square. Now, by using calculator, we can easily find out this answer. After calculating this one, we will get 3.50 centimeter. Now, we need to find out the volume. So, how can we find out the volume? Volume of this pyramid will be 1/3 into base area into height. So here see, volume equal to 1/3 multiplied by base area. What is the base area? That is area of square. Here we can see that area of square is 5 into 5, that means 5 square, into what is the height? Height can be find out from question number B, that is 3.5. Now multiply 1/3 into 5 square into 3.5. After calculating this one, you will get your answer. So area of pyramid is 1/3 into base area into height. 29.2 centimeter cube. And that is the solution of question number 18.